Hello. For this video, ang pag-uusapan natin is all about Taylor series, no? So, ano ba yung Taylor series, no? Usually, this type of series is a way of converting transcendental function, for example, yung mga trigonometric functions natin like sine, cosine, and so on, into a power function, no? Or power of x. So, yun yung pinaka definition niya, no? So, it might sound confusing, but in later on of this discussion, makikita nyo kung nag-fit yung description ni Taylor series dun sa mga examples natin, no? So, usually, yung importance ni Taylor series is it is very important simply because without it, your calculator will not be powerful enough to compute the values of trigonometric functions, no? So, kung baga, kung walang Taylor series, hindi nyo mako-compute yung, let's say, sine ng 37 degrees, cosine of 49 degrees, natural logarithm of 37, mga ganun, no? Hindi kasi siya kayang computein ng normal na algebraic function. Nung araw, ang ginagawa dyan para makompute yung mga ganong values is meron pa silang mga tables, no? And ngayon, most probably, hindi nyo na alam yung mga tables na yun because those are, let's say, things at the past, no? Dahil our calculators, especially the scientific ones, are powerful enough to compute that in few clicks only. Like, as of now, hawak mo yung calculator mo, you can type sine of 37, lalabas agad yung sagot. Unlike noon na kailangan mo pa ng table to search for the value of that. So, bakit bakit nagagawa yan ngayon ni calculator? It is simply because of the Taylor series. Because kinonvert niya yung transcendental function, which is yung sine function, into a polynomial function like mga powers of x lang, no? So, ganun yung idea. So, now, the mathematical definition naman of Taylor series is if meron kang f of x that is equal to, since it is a series, kaya meron tayong summation. Ganun naman talaga sa mathematics, no? Series is simply summation of terms. Yun yung definition ng series. So, it is a summation of the nth derivative of the function with respect to a over n factorial then times x minus a raised to n. So, yung limits ng summation natin, that's from 0 hanggang infinity. So, ibig sabihin, infinite series ang Taylor series, no? So, ano ba yung mga variable natin? So, yung a na nakalagay dyan, that is a number. And usually, to avoid confusion, that number is set to 0, no? So, meron tayo niyan discussion later on. And ito namang f, superscript n raised to n at a. So, this one, ibig sabihin, that's the nth derivative of f of x. So, kung ito ay 5, ibig sabihin 5th derivative. Kung yan ay 10, ibig sabihin 10th derivative. Hindi siya exponent. Do not interpret that as exponent. It means na derivative siya, no? So, yun na nga, the limit of this is from 0 to infinity. So, ayan siya, no? So, kung i-expand ko siya in a way na like a sum lang, so ganito din yung meaning niyan. So, that is equal to, for example, mag start kasi sa 0, no? So, ibig sabihin, f of 0 of a. Or it is simply the function itself. Then, yung n factorial, di ba 0 factorial is simply 1. So, ibig sabihin nito, f of a over 1. Or simply, sige, sorry, para mas maintindihan natin, no? So, magsisimula tayo sa f of 0 of a, or in other words, 0th derivative. Tapos, 0 factorial, then x minus a raised to 0. Pero kung iintindihin mo, di ba, ang any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Tapos 0 factorial naman is 1. So, in other words, 1 ito, 1 ito. Yun lang yung matitira. Pero yung f0a, it is simply f of a. So, ang mangyayari, that is f of a plus, so, nagamit na natin yung 0. So, for the first derivative, ang mangyayari, so, f prime, first derivative na kasi, of a divided by 1 factorial, then x minus a to the first power. Pero, wala naman tayo ditong sinusulat na, ano no, pag first power, alam nyo naman na kahit hindi siya isulat, no. So, yun siya. So, first derivative na yan. So, kung second derivative naman, edi syempre, f second prime, a over 2 factorial, then x minus a squared. It is simply the expansion, no, of the Taylor series. So, kung third derivative, syempre, triple prime a divided by 3 factorial, then x minus a cube. So, yung reason kung bakit naka-parenthesis na lang kasi kung magpa-prime pa tayo, baka maging sobrang haba na class nung pagkasulat. Kaya, yung fourth derivative, ganito na lang. F, may naka-enclose na 4 sa parenthesis, no? Kasi kung, again, kung apat na prime, baka maging sobrang haba na, no, yung pagsulat natin. So, it's understood, no, as fourth derivative. So, fourth derivative of a over 4 factorial, then x minus a to the fourth. So, further expansion, the fifth derivative of a, then 5 factorial, then x minus a to the fifth factorial, and so on so forth, no? So, ayan, no, napakahaba nga agad nung Taylor series natin, even though hanggang fifth derivative. Take note, no, hanggang infinity siya. So, ibig sabihin, it involves 100th derivative, 1000th derivative, and so on. But, the good thing naman about the Taylor series is, it gives you pattern naman. Okay, no? So, hindi ka naman needed na hanggang 1000th derivative just to derive the series, no? Minsan nga, kahit hanggang 6th derivative is enough in order to establish the pattern. Kasi most of the Taylor series naman class has pattern. So now, pag-usapan natin yung scenario na kung saan yung A natin ay 0. So, ito siya, no. Dito, ang nakalagay, when A is equal to 0, this is called as Maclaurin series. Okay, no. So, we just, in-adjust lang natin yung Taylor series natin ng onte. So, imbis na may random value ka pa ng A, in order to make it simple, ginawa mo lang siyang 0. And most of our Taylor series are based on A is equal to 0. So, ito yung itsura ng Taylor series when A is 0, no? So, pag in-expand mo yan, it is just the same as this one. Itong napakahaba, the difference lang is simply, instead of having a value of A, magiging 0 lang siya. Kaya, pag in-expand ko siya, this is f of 0 plus f prime 0 over 1 factorial. Then, syempre, x lang to the first power. Then, f double prime 0 over 2 factorial. Again, ito, kinapi-paste ko na lang, but instead of having a, edi syempre, wala lang, x na lang, x to the second power. So, I think nagagets nyo na yung pattern, no? So, third derivative, f triple prime 0 over 3 factorial, x cube, then f4 or fourth derivative ng 0 over 4 factorial, then x to the fourth. So, ayan siya, no? Mas aesthetically pleasing siya, no? So, f5 or fifth derivative, 0, then 5 factorial, x to the fifth, then so on so forth, no? So, feeling ko naman, nagets nyo na yung magiging pattern niya, no? So, in our next example, we will focus more on this one because of simplicity. Mas simple kasing tingnan itong Maclaurin series na isinet mo yung A equals 0 compared dito sa Taylor series. Ayun lang siya. So let's discuss the 5 common types of Taylor series. These are the ones that you can see in ano no, in your Google. Halimbawa lang no, you try to search Google Taylor series and most probably itong 5 common functions na to ang makikita nyo class no. So for the first one, f of x is equal to e raised to x. So what is the Taylor series expansion of that? So that is simply equal to summation ng n from 0. So n factorial. May kulang pala dito no. So dapat x raised, sorry, nakulangan ko lang dito. So, dapat ang ilagay ay x raised to n over n factorial. So, ayan siya, no? So, pag in-expand mo siya, pag sinubstitute mo yung 0, x raised to 0 over 0 factorial, so, any number raised to 0 is 1, 1 over 1 is 1. So, ganun din, x to the first to the over 1 factorial, so, x. So, bastang expansion niya, 1 plus x squared over 2 factorial. So, plus x 3 third over 3 factorial. Then, plus x to the fourth over 4 factorial. Plus so on so forth, no? So, feeling ko naman, nagagets niyo na yung pattern niya, no? So, of course, ina-expect ko ang sunod, x to the fifth over 5 factorial, x to the 6 over 6 factorial. So, ganun yung Taylor series class, no? Because, from this function na hindi siya kayang makompute ni calculator natin, nagawan natin siya into a series of power of x. Yun yung pinaka purpose niya, no? Again, yung purpose ni Taylor series from a transcendental, kasi ang tawag natin dito, no? Transcendental function, which is not an algebraic one, na convert nyo siya into a power function. And in return, mako-compute nyo ng mas madali yung mga values. So, itong Taylor series, saka itong original function, it is just the same. Baka i-consider mong different. They are just the same. So, kung halimbawa, gusto mong mahanap yung e to the fifth power, edi ang i-substitute mo dito sa Taylor series, 1 plus 5 squared over 2 factorial plus 5 cube over 3 factorial plus 5 to the fourth over 4 factorial, plus so on so forth. Kasi nga, yun naman ay magkaparehas lang naman. Sinulat mo lang, kumbaga, equal sila, magkaiba lang ng muka. Ito yung transcendental na muka niya, ito naman yung Taylor series na muka. But, generally speaking, magkaparehas lang sila. Nakukuha po, no? Okay? So, yung sumunod naman, yung f of x is equal to sine of x. Ito yung summation notation, pero siguro, para mas magets nyo, ito na lang, that's x minus x cube over 3 factorial plus x to the fifth over 5 factorial minus x to the 7 over 7 factorial, then plus so on so forth. So, ina-expect mo ang sunod niyan, x to the 9th over 9 factorial minus x to the 11 over 11 factorial plus x to the 13 over 13 factorial. So, very obvious naman, no, kung ano yung magiging kasunod niyan. Kaya nga siya may tatlong tuldok na because by intuition, alam mo na yung kasunod niyan, no. So, again, pag sinubstitute ka dito, let's say, yung x, by the way, dapat kasi radian, no? Kasi, ang mathematics, ang language niya ng angle ay radian, hindi naman degrees. So, halimbawa, isubstitute mo 1.5 radian. So, sine ng 1.5 dito, pag sinubstitute mo 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, so on so forth. So, ganun yung idea ng Taylor series function, no? So, for the cosine naman, ito siya, 1 minus x squared over 2 factorial plus x to the fourth over 4 factorial minus x to the 6 over 6 factorial. Obviously, ang sunod niyan, x to the 8 over 8 factorial. Then, minus x to the 10 over 10 factorial. So on so forth din, no? By the way, itong sine and cosine, kung mapapansin nyo, meron siyang alternating from positive to negative, then positive to negative. So, positive, negative, positive, negative. Ang tawag natin sa ganyan in mathematics are in alternating series, no? Again, they are called alternating series kasi nagpapalit-palit ng sign from plus to minus to plus to minus to plus to minus. Ganun yun, no? So, yung next na function, that's f of x equals 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x. So, here, yung f of x natin is mas madali itong tingnan. So, it is 1 plus x squared plus x cube. Obviously, x to the fourth ang sunod. Kahit hindi ko pa kinocompute, plus x to the fifth. No? Ganun lang naman siya. Although, yung limitation lang nitong function na to is from negative 1 to positive 1. So, ayun siya. So, finally, dito tayo sa last, f of x is equal to ln ng 1 plus x, no? So, here, ang mangyayari, yun nga, magiging 1 minus x squared over 2. Ang nawala dito yung factorial, as you can see, no? Wala siyang factorial. So, 1 minus x squared over 2 plus x cubed over 3 minus x fourth over 4 plus, of course, in-expect ko, x to the fifth over 5 minus x to the 6 over 6 plus x to the 7 over 7 minus so on so forth. So, very obvious naman, no? Yung magiging pattern niya. So, yun na nga. Ito yung itsura ng Taylor series, no? So, now, ang Taylor series is pwede mo siyang i-substitute in a way. So, kung halimbawa, pinapa-expand sa inyo yung Taylor series ng f of x is equal to cosine ng 2x. So, ayan, no? So, cosine of 2x. So, ang gagawin mo lang from the statement, ito yung f of x natin ng cosine x. So, kapag ganyan na instead of x, naging 2x siya, isa-substitute mo lang yung 2x dito, no? So, kung halimbawa, yun na nga, kung meron kang f of x na cosine x, that's 1 minus x squared over 2 factorial plus x to the fourth over 4 factorial minus x to the 6 over 6 factorial plus so on so forth. So, dapat, kapag f of x is cosine ng 2x, di mangyayari 1 minus 2x squared over 2 factorial plus 2x to the fourth over 4 factorial minus 2x to the 6 over 6 factorial plus so on so forth, no? So, ganun lang. And the same process is true for the other Taylor series, no? So, alam ko, medyo, siya, no? Mind-blowing. Pero pag natutunan nyo yung idea ng Taylor series, ma-appreciate mo siya. And maganda naman talaga itong knowledge na to. So take note, no, kung wala itong Taylor series na to, your calculator is not capable or hindi na mapoprogram yung calculators natin to compute for let's say sine of 39 degrees. So dahil diyan sa Taylor series, si calculator few clicks away kayang-kaya lang. So, yung next video is actually an example kung paano na-derive itong mga Taylor series natin. So, for this video, yun lang muna.